Oh my gosh. Well, we're here, but we don't know if you can hear us. We're here, but we don't know if you can hear us. But we've been having some technical problem today. I don't know if it's a Facebook thing. I'd like to think it was Facebook, Penny, and not us.
I know.
But who knows? But we're here now, and if we have sound, and we'll find out here shortly, if we have sound, we're going to go ahead with it. If we don't have sound, you could read our lips, and we are not doing it today. So
It says there's sound.
All right, it looks like we have sound. So let's flip over the camera, Penny, and let's go for it.
Let's hurry.
Where's our flipper button? There it is. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I don't know about everybody else, but I'm exhausted. Penny, that totally...
my stress level just went up a little bit.
I know. It's been so hard, and we apologize for the delay.
We started early.
We were on at 9:28, and it's now 9:51. So that's how long we've been messing around with cameras and microphones, and we're going microphoneless today. So I think you can hear us just fine. It's pretty quiet here at Memory Bound. But you're in for a fun day because Penny's here. Better late than never, right, Penny?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Penny's kind of like Jennifer. She's a Disney professional specialist in visiting Disney and in scrapbooking Disney. And if you have pictures like I do, Penny, I have pictures all printed from several years ago to work on. Or if you just want layout ideas, because you could do some of her same layouts.
Oh, yes.
Think of it as a sketch, and you could do it for school or a sport or another vacation, or whatever whatever you might like. So we're going to do that. But before we get to this, we have some new product to show you, and we received a release from Hero Arts called the Shop Box. And I wanted to show you what's in that and tell you all about that. Oh my gosh, it's Kathy's birthday, and she says a good way to start with Memory Bound.
Happy birthday!
We're good, Penny. We don't mean to be. But anyway, welcome everybody, or welcome back.
I get it again.
Penny, Chris says she thinks everybody's husband sabotaged the system so they can't spend any money. Oh gosh. Well, I hope it was just a weird glitch. We're going to have to check out our microphones. We do have lots of microphones, and we've got 2 sets, and we'll get them working for tomorrow. So our staff isn't nervous about tomorrow. So, all right. And here's Doug. He's working away with the microphone right now, and you think you figured out the problem?
Yes, this was not put together properly.
Oh, let's put it in then and do it.
Can we try?
Let's put it on and we'll go for it. Let's see, Penny. Kelly says she's happy we're back. Kathy says we don't need to see Doug's arms. Let me go over here and I'm plugging in.
Okay, so now
Can you put this? Can you hook that? All right. Okay, well, Chris says it was worth the wait, so thank you. And they say, yay, Doug. Ellen says, time to change the batteries. I guess we had a little knob that wasn't turned on or something. But Penny, we're good to go now.
Yay.
And we've got a little table here. Look at our cute little table.
It's so cute. I just go sit down.
And Penny, I might... I'll have you hold these things up, and then I'm going to give you the camera to show these, okay?
Okay.
But first, let's show this from yesterday.
All right.
Yesterday, if you joined us, we were talking about all the things from last week's trade show that I was at, and some of the different things that were coming in and some of my projects. And one thing I'm really excited about is the new stencil butter. And we made some samples, and we wanted to show them to you today. So this one is called Olive, and it is a new color. And if you turn it, you can see that shimmer.
Shimmer.
And then the other one we used is called Pearl White. And we just put that on with some Tim Holtz stencils. But they're all dry now, and these are done on each of them are on a Dina Wakley tag. And you can see it really it held up very well. I did some, Penny, on a lighter weight paper, and it kind of bubbled up a little bit. But the cardstock is good. Yeah. Then Teresa showed us this yesterday, and this is a new 3D embossing folder from a Candy Cane Christmas. It's called Sweet Festivities. And she went ahead and she put ink on the rest of it. And you can see it, and look at the back. This is a really nice embossing folder. So that got all finished up, and then the other one here has got the ornaments on it, and it's called Bountiful Baubles.
And they are $10.99.
So that is from yesterday. And then we're going to show you some new things that came in. And thank you everyone for all your patience this morning. It's kind of embarrassing when something isn't put together right on your microphone and you didn't even know it could be put together wrong, or we would have looked at that. Because seriously, Penny and I were ready to go at 9:28, weren't we, Penny?
Yes, we were.
Joking about being early. So this is a stamp that we've had multiple times from Photoplay, from their book club, and a lot of people like to keep track of what they read or make bookmarks and keep track of things on the bookmark, and so that is back in stock. And then we have some paper from our friends here in Iowa, Reminisce, and these you're going to find in their themes. And this is Barnwood Beauty. Ooh, and that is, and if Maggie's watching, she loves wood grain paper. And here's another Barnwood Beauty, and that red Barnwood is, oh yeah, that's a good one. This would be good even for Christmas. And then this one's called Leather, and it looks like leather, which is kind of good that it looks like leather, and it's called Leather.
But this is textured leather.
There's textured leather. All right, we got the white. This kind of reminds me of an interior of a car, and this one side reminds me of cowboy boots.
Okay.
Penny's like, yeah, whatever. And then here's the Rocky Mountains. That's one of Doug's favorite places, is the Rocky Mountains out in Colorado. Yes, he loves to go there. That's really a pretty scene there with the water and stuff. And then, speaking of water, this is Port of Call for our cruisers. I just call them cruisers. I like that. And there's the back side.
Sunset.
We've got our tropical beach paper here. And again, these are all going to be in their themes. And there's a waterfall.
Oops.
And moving to sports, we've got volleyball.
And wood grain.
There's the wood floor or wood whatever. And what is this called? On the Green. That's another one of Doug's favorite things. But
mini golf balls.
Exactly. It's really hard to find things for miniature golf. And this paper we reordered just for that reason. And you know what, Penny? It's coming in on another order also because I didn't realize it was coming in. So we're going to have double of this.
Yay.
And then we've got a football paper, and I think that one's coming in on another order also. And tennis. So we've been beefing up our sports area. And Kay just got back from the Rocky Mountains, so she's excited that paper's here. There's our kind of a vintage baseball.
Yeah, I like that.
And there's the baseball that's been batted around a few times. There's home plate. And you're going to find all of this under themes, sports, and baseball, or softball.
Love the close-up.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a great background.
Or print your picture in black and white. I always forget to do that.
But you know what else? This is great when you mat your photos in your team colors. They really pop off in the black and gray.
Yeah.
So that's another good one. And again, I want to thank people if you're just joining us. We got a late start. We had 4 starts, didn't we, Penny?
Yeah, I think so.
We had 4 starts this morning, and we finally got here. So we're here, and the next items we're going to show you, there's 2 for Halloween, and the rest are Christmas. And this is called Pretty Pink Studio, and these die cuts are just adorable and charming, and you're just gonna, I don't know, I'm pretty excited about them.
Oh, that's the same one, isn't it?
I don't know. So there's Halloween, and does it show anything on the back, Penny?
It does. It shows what you get.
Okay, so and we put our sticker right over the top of it, but I think you can get an idea of they're kind of your retro looking die cuts. They're super cute. Maybe it is just one Halloween, or we just didn't pull the other one, but
I don't know.
You're going to find these in their theme, and here are the Christmas ones.
Candy cane.
Candy cane.
And this is what you're going to get.
Look at the little kittens. I know
Maybe
it's kind of early for Christmas, but we just love these, and I just couldn't help myself but order them right away.
The snowman.
And this one's really cute too.
again.
These are good for cards or scrapbooks or mixed media. And we're going to pick out one that we are going to
Kris
open.
Kringle. Ooh, we're going to do a dump.
Yeah, we're going to do a dump. Can you hold that upright a little more, Penny?
Yep.
It kind of glares. There we go. So there's Kris Kringle.
And then here's animals.
There's a little Christmas Animal Christmas. And I think even if you typed in Pretty Little Studio, you probably would get all of these. I'm thinking maybe that's the one we need to set aside and dump.
Okay.
So we'll dump that one after we show you the rest.
Jolly.
There's a lot of them because it was hard to say no to any of them. They were so darn cute.
And then there's the pink. And I'll flip them
And
for
there's
you.
a lot of pink Christmas collections coming out. So get ready. If you love pink, you are going to be in for a treat.
Dasher, reindeer.
Okay, Penny Kelly
And-
said she went to a Christmas Eve party last night.
What?
Isn't that fun? Christmas in July.
So we have Dasher and Prancer.
She says it's never too early for Christmas.
No, I suppose not.
Do you see why I couldn't? I mean, are there any of these that if you were buying them for memory bound that you would not buy? It was just hard.
Here's Bunny Christmas.
And that's really different, but look how cute it is. Those little bunnies, and they've got candy canes, and they're having a happy Christmas.
And, you know, kind of like bunnies, then cute little penguins.
Yeah, everybody loves penguins.
And then what about, I think that's a repeat, candy canes.
That one's cute too with the little kitten and puppy.
Okay, these are Santa Clauses. And these are St. Nick's.
And these are $4.99, and it varies on how many pieces you get. It all just kind of depends
Yeah.
on how big they are.
16, 17. This one's 25. Snow Friends. I
Oh,
love the
this one
deer.
is very precious. Oh, wait till you see the snowman. Penny's
Thought I had to
Penny's
sneeze.
got a sneeze, so I grabbed this from her. But look at the snowman in that one. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to open two of them. We're going to open that one and
here's
Santa,
the
and here's
penguins.
another penguin. They are super adorable. I ordered them early. I know it's not Christmas time yet, but Cheryl says today is Christmas in July. And Janet says they look like characters from our childhood books,
From our generation childhood.
which makes it even better. And Penny's dumping them.
I
And
think they all came upside down.
they're upside down, but we want to be able to show them so you can see them up close. The package image, I think, gets a little blurry when you zoom in on it. It's not, the package image isn't the best quality.
Oh,
but
wow. Look
Wait,
how big that
you're
is.
getting all this? Okay, look at that one. And this one was called Snow Friends. And even just like the little snowman, and I'd probably even add a little ink. This is the one I saw, Penny, that I really liked. So that is Snow Friends. It's got, oh, there's a little squirrel and deer, a little fawn. And so that's Snow Friends. You do get a lot in your package. And now Penny's going to dump, is this St. Nicholas or St. Nick?
This is St. Nick. And
So
you're going to
here's-
get 16 little pieces.
So here's St. Nick. And it's different styles of Santa, so you get a little bit of everything. Oh my gosh.
And oh, look at that little one.
Sometimes you need a little one, sometimes you need a big
Ooh, a
one.
nutcracker. And the little mouse. Oh, that little mouse is cute.
Oh yeah, look at him.
Oh.
Okay, so that one was St. Nick. So those are super cute, and I will tell you, I ordered them early because I thought we're probably going to have to reorder them, so we might as well get them going. And Janet said they'd be adorable on tags, and they definitely would. And cute, you guys, lots of good comments on those. So check those out if that's something you like. And then I'm going to give Penny the camera for a minute because I want to tell you about the Hero Arts shop box. So it's not in a box anymore, but we got in a box from Hero Arts. It's called the shop box. It is for independent stores. So what that means is we get these first before they're released. They are not sold online until next week. So if you want to order it online, you'll have to wait till next week because it's for brick and mortar independent stores. And they're all releases that are coming, and we have them online that you can look at them and see what they are. You just can't order them. And what makes it extra special is they send us a card sample. So I'm going to start with this sample first. And you can see how pretty that is. And what it is, they've made it with a stamp and a stencil. And it's called the poinsettia pattern. Whoops. So I'm going to show you the stamp set. And it's got the nice overall pattern, but it also has the greeting on it. And then they colored it with a coordinating stencil. Let me show the back of the stencil. I think you can understand it more. A lot of companies are doing the layering stencils with stamps or dies, and that's what this is. And you could use the stencil, or you could just color it yourself with Penny Copic markers. Woo! Or watercolor or crayons or whatever medium that you would like. Or you can use the stencil, and then that gets you the colors layered up like this.
That's so
we're going to call this one Poinsettia, because Poinsettia Patterns is the name of the stamp set.
Pretty.
So you can see these online. You just cannot order them online, but you can call us if you want us. If you'd like them, just give us a call. Okay, and they do several of these little peeking dies. And this one, isn't it cute? It's called Peking Winter Bear. And that is a die. And then they've also got the snowflake. You can kind of see they've cut out the snowflakes. And then some of the snowflakes that were cut out, they glued on top of the negative space.
Ooh.
So I thought that was a pretty good idea. And let me show you the dies that work with that. So here's Peking Bear.
Obviously, he's been cut.
He is, that is his shape, yes. But if you were doing a layout, you could put this on a photo. He could be peeking around a photo, any type of a card. And here's the cutting. Okay, so the Peking Bear is $11.99. And then the plate that cuts out the snowflakes is $19.99. And you can see how they cut it out again and put the white behind it. And then they took some of the snowflakes, because you're going to have all those snowflakes that it cuts out.
That's a really neat plate.
And then there's a stamp set for $15.99, and it's called Offset Holiday Messages.
Oh.
Because you can double stamp it. They didn't here, but stamp with the solid in a lighter color, and then stamp over the top of it with a darker color. And you'll never get it perfect, but that's what you want, is to have it look offset.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. How do you like these so far, everybody? Give us some comments if you like it. I think it's pretty nice that Hero Arts does this for independent stores. There's not a lot of vendors, that do anything like this.
Oh, wow.
Now this is Cozy Study Bundle. So with this, you're getting a stamp and a die set together. And guess what it's called? Cozy Bundle. Now they have just stamped it and colored it. They haven't die cut anything. But you could, because with the stamps, I'll flip this up, and you can see that you also get a set of dies. And that's quite a few dies, wouldn't you say, Penny?
Yeah.
And it's $26.99 for both the die and the stamp set.
Yeah, I agree, Donna. This one is amazing.
Isn't that?
It's my favorite.
With the little kitten and little puppy
well,
laying
and the
there.
coloring is amazing.
Yeah, whoever colored it did a fantastic job.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have another one here. This is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And here is the die that goes with that. It's called Snowy Street Lamp.
I love street lamps.
And it's $17.99. I got to look at it again. So, there's lots of pieces. You've got the snow, you have the little bench. Got lots of fun things.
Got the little candle up there.
So these are not available to purchase online until next week, but you can, if you want to make sure you get them, if you love something, you're thinking of making your holiday cards, you can call us and you can get them before then. But we can only sell them over the phone or in the store. Now this one's called Holly Branch, and it's another color layering.
Nice.
So you do get your stamp, and you flip it up, you get the die for $26.99.
Yeah, Donna, I might have to get the cozy just so I can color it.
Well, a lot of these would be good for your coloring, Penny. And you'll notice they added a few little Nouveau drops just around. So that's kind of a technique to know. All right, then this one's a little interesting. So I saw the stencil, and I didn't really know what it was because I didn't unpack these. But first I'm going to show you the message, the stamp, and it's called Joyful Christmas Message Bundle. and it's called a bundle. It's $29.99 because you're going to get the die set also.
Wow.
And they just took the message and put it in a circle. They cut it out of a circle. So, but what's kind of interesting is check this stencil out. It's geometric holiday stencil for $7.99, and that's how they did the background in different colors.
Cheryl loves your shirt, and she wants to know if your mom picked it out.
You know, I think my mom was with me when I bought this. I think I was with her. This is, I call it one of my Hawaii shirts, because when we went to Hawaii, I had to get a wardrobe because I didn't have anything to wear. And so we went to Yonkers, which doesn't exist anymore. So that tells you I've had it for a few years. But yes, thanks for asking. It's kind of funny. My mom was with me when I purchased this shirt. So, and then we also got this background stamp in, and it's called Abstract Poinsettia Bold Prints. And I don't see where it was used on a card. I don't have a sample, and maybe it didn't get put in our box or something, but it's a nice large stamp, and it's called Poinsettia Abstract, but I think it could be any floral.
Yeah. A
nice background.
Yeah.
Okay, Penny, we did it. So that's the Hero Art Shop Box.
Yay!
We showed you the new Pretty Little Studio, adorable die cuts that came in. And we've had 4 tries to get online this morning. And now I think we're ready to get to our main attraction. We'll call it our main attraction.
Just the next attraction would be
and
good.
we're set up back here a little different because we actually have an in-store class this afternoon with Penny, and she's teaching basic Copic coloring, and it's going to be really fun. It's 1 to 3 today. It is full, but Penny was nice enough to come in extra tomorrow. We do have another basic Copic coloring class scheduled tomorrow afternoon. So
we have a couple of openings tomorrow.
Yes, we have a couple openings. So if you want to come in and do some Copic coloring with us, you can call and sign up, or you can register online, but you do need to pre-register because space is limited. As I could say, space is limited back here.
And shopping is limited.
I do think we have several openings, maybe 4. So even if you have some friends that want to come, it's $15. And
only $15.
It's only $15, and you get to come in color. And it's very relaxing. I love coloring. I love coloring with Copics. And I think if you want to learn more about them, Penny is a great person to learn about it from.
Oh, thanks.
All right, Penny, now.
Okay, let's go to the wonderful world of Disney.
All right. I think we need to.
Tinkerbell.
Yes, see, she even knows Tinkerbell.
Oh, okay, so you mentioned it. So Tinkerbell. So before Reagan was born, we were trying to come up with, nicknames. What am I going to call her? Because, you always kind of have a nickname. Caitlin had a nickname. Jonathan still has a nickname. And so it was like, well, I can't call her your nickname because you're that. And so they started calling her Stinker when she was born because she was, your diapers stink. And I said, that's it. She's going to be my Tinker.
Oh.
So you'll see Tinkerbell come up later. So it's kind of funny.
Well, it's funny because my sister, we used to call her Stinkerbell.
Oh, cute.
I mean, I don't know why, but we did just for a while. Maybe just to tease her, but it's not like a permanent name or anything. But
I'm going to backtrack about 2 years in which this was like one of my very first big projects I did for Memory Bound.
I remember this.
And I was showing it. And so it's similar to Katie's, but it's dated because it's got different line of paper, the older line of paper. So what I was saying when I left that day is I want to challenge myself and see if I could make 12 by 12 pages with these ideas. So I have maybe 7 of them.
Well, Penny, that's going to be wonderful for people because, again, if you're not into Disney or you don't have Disney, just look at it as a generic product and put it into your own scenes that you're working on. And this is going to be a great technique tips from Penny today.
So this is my page 1 here. And 12 by 12, you have much more space. So I did a 4 picture block and nothing extra. I mean, that's basically it.
And we need to mention that the way that this works is, this is a Simple Stories product, and they typically have your 12 by 12 paper, and then they have a coordinating paper
6x8.
6x8 in their tablet, their 6x8 tablet. So Penny, those look great.
All right, and then
She's got it all organized.
page 2 is this pocket page. So we created this pocket page, and then we have pictures that go in it. Now this is Caitlin's album. She did tell me that her pictures are now printed. So
Okay, next
she's
step.
just getting ready to put them in. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mom." I said, It's okay.
But yours are all in, aren't they, Penny?
Mine are all in, and I'm going to show you because I haven't cut it for the pocket yet. I will cut right along the opening of the pocket so that you can still get these out.
So you're cutting your page protector.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can still get these out. So I just added pictures. I added my little tabs. I used my little tiny attacher.
What a good idea to put them on little cards like that and make a pocket. And
I
you can get
used-
more pictures in too.
I used some washi tape as a trim piece. I used a cut apart.
And I think we have that
I
washi
used
tape.
dies. Yes. The die.
See if anybody comes, Penny.
And then this was an extra.
Oh, look at this.
We
So-
loved the cinnamon rolls at Gaston's.
So is that paper folded and then glued at the top, or is it two pieces of paper put together? Or I guess you could do it either way.
It is. This is a like a 4x6. Can we get that magic washi tape set?
And Marcia, also the Disney items that are on sale. And if you're not sure what they are, ask Teresa.
So this is like a 4x6 twice. So that would be. What would
Right,
that
but
be?
it's a piece of paper
Six.
though.
It's a
that
piece
you
of paper
folded in
that's
half.
folded.
Okay.
And then I added this little extra
Oh,
piece
let me zoom in there. Okay, I see it now.
to put the title on it.
Okay, I like it. It's kind of a neat little flippy thing.
And then, just some words from the sticker book. So these were fun. And so we can access them with that slit that I will cut. Because it's still a work in progress, but it's basically done.
Well, this trip, was it last year?
This was December of 21, January of 22. So
Okay.
this was our New Year's Eve. All right, so this is page 3. Basically a strip down the middle, a picture piece, and then some embellishment and a title at the top. So that over here is now this. So my piece down the middle, my red background, and I kept the black to pop the white and the pictures, and then I embellished it with other stickers and cut aparts, and I added a
good.
label date. All right, so then page 4 is this 6x8 sheet with just some embellishments, 2 photos, and a foam piece.
Thank you.
We're not sure.
Yes.
This one? One of these two?
Penny, which one is it?
This one.
This one?
This one. And then there's one other thing.
Do you know what it was?
I cannot think right off the top of my head.
You want to come hold this, Peggy? All right, we're gonna show you. We've got the product that Penny actually used in this, and it's on sale. Some of it's on sale.
So the washi tape that I had just shown you is this Happiest banner washi tape at the top. There's also some fireworks, and I've used that also in today's demo a little bit. There's tickets, and then there's kind of 2 more basic. One is the black with the white dots, and then the red and white stripe. And I should have brought that list. I actually looked up and I started writing down all the different ways that you can use washi tape in a scrapbook. And I came up with like 20. So that was lots of fun. So one of the sale items is the same line. So this is Say Cheese at the Park washi, Say Cheese at the Park 6x8 pad. And then these are some of the papers. And so they kind of are a grouping of all of the parks. So there's a little bit of adventure of the Frontierland, a little bit of the space, a little bit of the fantasy. So kind of all the parks in one
And
paper
the
pad.
animal one, though.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, Animal
Yeah.
Kingdom is in there too, and I really like the camera paper. That's one of my favorites.
Oh yes, and I'm a sucker for the stripes. Just love the stripes or the polka dots.
Mm-hmm.
And then the foam embellishments. Say cheese. And then the back side.
Thanks, Peggy.
And then the last thing that we have for sale in that same line, Say Cheese at the Park, are the frames.
And these are all half off. Did you? I stepped away and I'm back.
I didn't mention price, but
Okay, so these
yes.
3 things are half off. So the chipboard frames are $4.99, so they're only $2.50. And you'll find these under specials. And the foam stickers are $6.99. And if we do our math, Penny, today, which why not? We've done everything else.
$3.50.
$3.50. Way to go. And then the 6x8 paper pad, and you might even want a couple of these because
Yes.
it's two-sided. And they're normally $7.99, so they're only $4.
$4.
And that is from Say Cheese at the Park.
Okay, so this is page 4. So Say Cheese.
Oh, and that's the foam sticker, isn't it?
Yep, it is the foam sticker, and one of the bits and pieces, and a sticker, and just different pieces. And then, so this is my version of that here.
Okay, so you use the same title.
Same title, same balloons, same bottom, and then I use the dot side of the red background as my mats.
We love our color vibe, everybody.
Ah, love color vibe. Okay, so on to page 5, some more foam. So we have basically strips. So we have the wide strip, the red, and then the magic. We have the wide strip, the red, and the magic. And then I put yellow because I use the yellow here. I use the yellow as my offset. And then I used red for my picture mats. And just, it was fun to see how I was going to do this.
Well, it gives you direction. Sometimes
Yes.
you sit there with your pictures and you're like, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah.
And either do like Katie, where the other day, where Katie had done layouts with all the page pieces, or
Yep.
this gave you kind of direction, I think.
Yep. Page 6 was the striped paper with the polka dot, the smiles from ear to ear, and
Isn't that true, though? Smiles from ear to ear. Just from taking our kids, I remember that. And it looks like you used the same striped paper.
I did
here.
use the same stripes and the
polka
same
dots.
polka dots, and it was kind of fun because that kind of separated those two little sections, and I'm all about the pictures.
Looks like you didn't have any fun at all.
No, no fun at all. All right. And then the last one is this little pocket page.
Oh, how did you? Yeah, I'm wondering what you did with that.
So let's see if I have this right. Oh, it's the back side. No. I don't know. Did I?
Where's your 7 mark?
Yeah, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, while Penny's looking at this, we do have a Say Cheese album kit that we had, and we sold out of it, that Katie put together, and it was designed by Simple Stories. And we have more kits coming for that, and we're gonna ring the bell so somebody can bring it to us.
I think I was just going to show that I did this pocket
Oh yeah, probably. Can you
instead
get
of this.
Katie's magic album from the receiving room.
Okay.
All right.
So basically, I did another one of these little flips or flaps, or what do you want to call them?
Page flips?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You just cut your paper bigger and flipped it over
Yep,
the top.
I did.
That's a really good technique.
And you know, if it's not quite long enough, then you just add another piece at the bottom. I didn't, but you could.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was kind of fun to get some more pictures in there.
And there is there are page refills this shape that are 6 by 12, and they hold 3 4 by 6 photos, and that's what Penny put in here, and it kind of mimics this page because it also has your various divided sleeves in it.
And then I wanted to do one more, and that's this one. So this one had this fold out.
Oh yeah, that's a neat one.
And so my version of that is this.
Oh, okay.
So here, and you can see this is my slit.
Oh, I wanted to see how you slit. Okay.
I slit this, and so then I even numbered them. One goes up, so you can see what I've done inside. 2 gets opened, and then
Oh, and then it opens again.
it opens again.
Oh, that's so fun.
Because they're not really important pictures. They're just, about the ride. But I wanted to include them for people that, I talk to or come over and want to see what it was really like. So I put all of this year albums or pictures. Oh, and I'll show you this. So this is a flip. And so I just use the photo flips.
The photo flips are from Simple Stories, and they come in different sizes. You can get 4 by 6, which is what Penny's using here. You can get 3 by 4 and 4 by 4, or a combination package if you want a little bit of all of them.
And these are all horizontal, but then you can also get the vertical ones. And so then again, I just slit it. So
okay, I see. All right, so Penny,
and that was misjudged, but I left
well,
it.
yeah, I couldn't even see the slit. But I think that's one thing that is a big takeaway from today, Penny, is making a slit in your page protectors. So if you have flips, thank you. If you have flips or extra little pockets like Penny does, and when you cut those, what do you cut them with? Do you use like
I use an X-Acto
knife?
Yep. So here is another piece of that washi tape, the red and white, and I just put next to this, and I put a little tab here so that if I wanted to see what all was included on the map, this was how I could do
and
that.
she slid it again. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You did that a lot. And there's the washi tape.
Yeah.
And that's the Say Cheese at the Park. There's the little stripe. Okay, I have never done that, Penny, on my page protectors, but I can see how it would be pretty neat to do it.
They are all in this album.
And we do have that album. There's not a lot of Disney albums available, but it comes in this nice box, and it's $34.99. And it's got Mickey Mouse on the front.
And it's a post-bound book, so it's a little bit different.
Right. Oh, look at the inside cover.
Oh, yeah,
my
it's
gosh,
really
it's
nice.
happy.
So it comes with these like screws, and then it gets hidden up and it gets folded over. And so that's a post-bound. And then I had to use extenders. Is that what you call them?
Yep,
Extenders to make this wider to match this, because this part gets pretty
So
thick.
it has little screws that add onto your post to make your spine wider. Otherwise, when you close it, your outside it closes like this. So
and it
if
did.
If you can make your spine wider, that's very helpful.
So I tried to make it so that it was nice and flat.
What a
So
nice keepsake,
that's
Penny.
history.
That's history?
That's history. Did you want to show Katie's?
Oh, yes. I did want to show this just quickly, because if you were thinking of an album kind of like Penny showed us, this is our new version, and Katie made it up for us. It's designed by Simple Stories, and we have kits coming. We sold out, but we have more coming. We're just waiting for a couple products, and it is
so much
fun. I think
it's
$44.99, and Janet can link it for us to confirm that. And then the directions are not in the kit, but we will email a link to the directions for you, and then you can print them at your own convenience or look at them on the screen and kind of have a little control over that.
Cool.
Sigrid says, awesome album, Penny.
Oh, thanks. Now we're going to jump into the future.
We're going to the future?
No, the present.
Tomorrowland?
The present.
Is this the present?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to come to the present. And the present is the 2023 trip. The 2023 trip to Disney was a trip for the whole family. So my husband and I, and then both kids and their families. So at the time, Sarah is pregnant and Reagan is born. So this was my 60th birthday Disney bound trip.
Disney bound for
Yep.
60. I love it.
Yep. And so I'm just going to point out some things so this is a souvenir bag, and I thought what a great way to use it
Okay.
as a cover.
I love memorabilia and stuff like that, Penny.
We started as just the two of us, and so I used the little paper clips.
Now those clips are the travel clips from Fun Stamper's Journey, and they're normally $4.99, and it's our special for $1.99, and you get 24. So you get an airplane, and what else do you get? A car.
And the car's
and
down
then you
here.
get the little people. Oh, and here's the car.
The car, because that's how we traveled. We traveled by car, and one flew and one drove. Now, I'm going to point out this because Jennifer mentioned this. She goes, I think it was Katie that said you can use a grouping of enamel dots to make Mickey ears.
Oh, yeah.
So, to interact with my small grandchildren growing up, they're going to have to find the Mickey ears on every page.
How do you think ahead like that? What a good idea. Or for any album to try to find something. It could even just be one enamel dot as they're looking through, because kids love to do that.
All right. So on the way down there, we're not really in Disney World, but I still wanted to use Disney paper. So I used this line from Disney. It's 5 different patterns, 2 of each one, and I used 4 of them.
And they are embossed. It looks like they're embossed. This one
and they're
does.
glossy. So it's a slick paper. You can feel it.
So you cut it apart
I
to get
did.
these borders? Oh, that's a good idea.
I call that my border sheet because I didn't want to scream a lot, but I kind of wanted my pages to go together. So, I used my top and the bottom. I used with dots, without dots, it doesn't matter. And then I used the red color vibe.
So I'm going to show you the paper that Penny's cutting apart. It's this one right here that's in the pack. And the pack is $9.99, and you get 10 sheets.
So there
it is.
Here's my Mickey. Now, there's some of these little word tags. Oh my gosh.
From All and Create.
These are so much fun because they are perfect. And so I did pull several of them out, and there's some that are just plain. So I wrote Yum because we stopped for Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, you wrote that. That looks like it's printed on there.
Yeah, I wrote that. And of course, then there's my Mickey. All right. So then I used a different sheet of paper and I made up and down strips. So I just used strips here and here. So on one I inset a little bit, then I used them as borders here. Here we go. My first frame I've used in a scrapbook album.
Is this the 49 in Market?
Yes.
Adhesive chipboard frames?
I don't know that I knew they were adhesive.
Okay.
And then another one of the little word things.
So there's the little All and Create words, and the ones that she used are called Tiny Words Color. Let's see, where is that? Tiny Words Color, and they also come in Tiny Words Black and White, and they are number 8. So if you were interested, and you get...
Are they the same words, do you know?
I think they're the same words, just one is
I may
colored
have to
in.
get
And you can, if you get black and white, you can always color them in.
Yes.
But look at those.
All right, and then the third sheet of paper, I went back to horizontal strips. Here I used the date stamp.
We love our date stamp.
I had the Elizabeth
Get
Craft
these in
stamp.
black and white. Can you grab those in black and white and get us the date stamp?
I don't have the date stamp anymore.
I think we do.
Well, we have a different one.
Oh, okay.
But this was the Elizabeth Craft stamp in one of her travel series. So I used that because I was talking about today.
It's a nice, makes a nice little journal box if you look at stamps a little differently. There's your airplane.
There's my airplane. My kids
There's
are getting
the
on
other clip.
getting on the airplane. I used the Eye of Smile for my little Mickey Mouse. I won't point them all out.
You guys, I just want to point out this little baby. This is Mini Peggy, or Mini Penny. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Thank you.
That's the one we have.
Okay, thank you. Mini Penny. And here are those words, the tiny words in white. So you can get the color ones or you can get the white. And they're basically the same words that Penny used in her book. And I'm so glad to see those used in a scrapbook, Penny. And we do have a different date stamp, which has got your Heidi Swap writing for the months. And here's what it looks like for $7.99. It's pretty, pretty, pretty.
Okay.
She was just a little thing going to Disney.
Yeah, and now she's a year older than that. So this was the 4th sheet of paper, the Mickey and Friends. And let's see. I did another horizontal stripe. I used a Doodlebug, black and white.
Petite prints.
Petite.
They go with everything.
Well, and it was perfect to go along with black and this. Then I had some pictures I wanted to include, so I included just a pocket page because it's supper with my sister-in-law. And then I incorporated a tag, and I frayed out the twine because I really wanted it to look different.
So it's baker's twine, but she
It
just took it
is.
apart, deconstructed it.
Deconstructed it. Put my little mouse there.
Very cute, Penny. It's so nice that you have this all done.
Or a flip.
Oh, okay, do that one more time.
Okay, so here's my flap.
So your Mickey punch was your little tab.
Yep.
That is really cute. And that punch is $14.29 it makes good confetti too.
Yeah. Okay, so then I added another frame, a die cut from the old die cuts that came across with Say Cheese Magic Say Cheese at the Park. We had a set of dies, and it was happy and smile and whatever. And so I just used that happy. But any die cut,
or you
any
do the word or whatever you like.
We did get to go to Cocoa Beach, so I bought the sticker and added that and tied all the colors together. This line is the Magical Adventure line. So
Paper.
that's
So I'm gonna
that
pop
line over
over
there.
here. So that is from Magical Adventure. And we have stocked up on Disney like you would not believe. I would say we have probably about a 18-foot section that's all Disney.
And I like this line because it's not necessarily park. It's not really screaming
It doesn't
park.
even have to be Disney. I mean, some of your cut-aparts are
Yeah,
somewhat Disney, but
right.
all your bright patterns and colors are not necessarily Disney.
So
that
I
is
just
Magical Adventure from Echo Park, and that's what you used here.
Yep, I used
love
the
the film strips.
stars, I used the cameras, I used the film strips. I continued the film strips over and then flipped the stars, and then I used a cut apart.
That pulls it all together.
And then I used the bulk white paper to put everything on. So that's my foundation. Either usually white
And we
or
have
black.
when she says bulk white, we have 25 sheet packs of black, white, craft, and natural cardstock in 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11 if you're doing something smaller.
I wanted to try a
Look at
photo
that.
block. And so I used one of the little, but it's going to come back.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll watch for the banner.
All right. So I just used a different set of the papers. You know, I brought in the multicolored paper at the bottom. Then I pulled out the Color Vibe blue, teal, swimming pool. I don't know which one that is. And then the dandelion and then the red. And then I found this strip in the paper line that just tied it all together.
It's perfect.
This
Has all
was
the
when
colors.
we were getting ready to go to the resort, and then this is at the resort. So I included the other strip of cameras, made a little banner at the bottom, the same kind of strips going across with just a block of pictures. Okay, now remember that banner I told you about?
Yes. Oh.
There's a sheet of paper with banners all going down. So I cut 2 strips and then I fussy cut the banners and I added the baker's twine.
Adding that baker's twine is such a good idea. And you know, everyone, a lot of papers have those borders of banners. And I'm going to just take us over here. And you can see there's a little peek at the paper, a little strip of it right there with the banners. And a lot of collections have it. But Penny added the twine, the baker's twine, to the top. That is just really, really cute.
So it's this sheet of paper. They can see that it's just banner, banner, banner all the way down. So I just took 2 of them and cut them apart. Then from the sticker sheet, there's also this film strip. I don't know if there's a glare.
A little bit. There we go.
But then there's also that paper that's film strip. So I incorporated both of those on these 2 pages. Here, it's the sticker. Here is the paper.
And they're exactly the same. Really
So
nice.
it was, and then it was fun just to put little stars or something on the insides of those.
So that was Magical Adventure. If you like these ideas and want to try it in your own albums.
Another thing that I did that I was really proud of myself, when you use a white background pattern paper and you put it on white paper, you don't, to me it looks weird. So I inked it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I inked it to make that distinction of one to the other. And I really liked that.
That's a good tip.
I
because
get excited.
I'm excited too. That's a great tip. I love all the technique tips you're telling us. And there's another deconstructed twine.
Deconstructed twine. I put some lines
Now,
on a
really,
little tag.
this is not really Disney at all, except for, you know, this one little piece. Otherwise, this layout could be anything.
Yeah. All right. So they did manage to surprise me with the decorations. So I needed to include those.
Oh my gosh.
And we can't even remember now what they made me do, but they made me leave or go do something or go get something. And they brought the decorations that they used on my real birthday. They traveled down to Florida.
They made it to Florida.
And yeah. And then later in the week, the housekeepers had fun moving the letters around.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they do like to do things like that.
So I just used the words because I really wanted to bring out the surprise. And so behind here, there's an empty space because I cut out the word surprise and I used it over here.
Oh, you gutted it.
Yep.
All right,
I did.
so that's pretty cool too. So there was this word is not a sticker. It's actually from the back of this picture on this paper.
Yep. And it's you
And
can
you'd
see
never
here,
know it.
you know, this is beginning of the word surprise. And so anyway, I found
Good
it
idea,
perfect
Penny.
spot. So then I just wanted something fun and cheery. It was morning, so I just used strips. I like strips of paper. And then this had polka dots. So I just punched out some extra
you
polka
added
dots
extra polka dots
to give it
Cute.
some more depth. I included my tab for my flip. So there's that Mickey Mouse punch again. If you go and it's your birthday, you can stop and get a complimentary pin, and then every park attendee that sees it wishes you a happy birthday. And if that doesn't make you feel special.
I think that's a great idea.
All right, so I cut this tag to make it shorter, to make it fit the space that I wanted. I also inked the edges. Another tag.
So these are from the tag paper. And you
Yep.
know, almost all the Simple Story collections have tag papers in there. So there's a tip on using it for your title and cutting it down.
And then I inked both of the
using
tags.
it for journal. These are actually the back sides, the B sides of the tags, which are perfect for journaling.
Oh, yeah. And so then I used the striped paper, but then I put it the different direction. I brought in some stickers from the sticker sheet. I love the little words from the sticker sheets. And then I wanted to use the stripes. So I used the stripes and the pink because of the colors of the pictures. Not many times can you use pink with red dots.
It's kind of hard.
So anyway, another flap. So I used another punch. Lots of little stickers and some chipboard. Here's another extra page that will go in here.
Pause
Yeah.
Everybody says it's blurry. Use your shirt.
Okay, so we got the pink. All right, 1 second, Penny. I got to come over here.
Okay. All right. So then it was kind of a photo op. So I used one of these cut aparts. I used the chipboard camera. I used another one of the ephemera pieces just to dress it all up. But I left some white space on there. I think white space is okay.
White space is your friend. I had an art teacher way back when that told me that, so I do believe it. It makes other things pop.
Yep. So this was all kind of the blue, so I pulled out that blue star paper just because this cut a strip. There was a foam star, so I added that to the top. I was going to go back and find some more. And then I started some banners. So across the bottom, I started the banner here, and then I went all the way across.
So it pulls your pages together.
So it pulls us together.
It does pull it together nicely.
Oh, together, yes. And then the faux stitching across the bottom. And another flap with another punch. The gang's all here.
So remember, guys, these are the page flips from Simple Stories, and they come in the 3 sizes. And they are nice just to add an extra photo. Maybe you find a photo later and you're like, what am I going to do?
Yes. All right, then when you go to Epcot, you have to go around the world. I intended to use the Epic paper, but we didn't really visit the country for the country. We visited the country for the food, so I went back and I just used the food paper. In that Magical Adventure line, the stars, some color vibe, the dots went over and then reversed it with the red and the stars, and then I just left it with pictures on the edge.
Okay, so there's another, I really like the idea of doing a border instead of with paper. It's with your pictures. So you cut them all the same width and you trim them so you can get 12 inches, so it's perfect.
So there's that. Bottom, so there's a strip of the black, and then I pulled 3 colors from that, the yellow and the swimming pool with that in the middle, and then I just brought down and of course now we are +1, so we all went to Epcot the same day.
I like the colors on this page, and I like the banners down at the bottom. That's really nice.
When I kind of wanted to elongate this to kind of make it the same, so I added another one here, and I added the alphabet, the Doodlebug, Puffy alphabet.
A staff favorite.
Oh, alphabet soup.
Yeah, it's called alphabet soup, but they are puffy. Let me see if I can get them up close. I don't know if they're like any of the puffy.
Way.
So I don't know if you can really tell, but they give you some dimension, and they are, I would call that one of the staff favorites. It's a good size of letters. They're not really big. They're not really little.
And then I mirrored the edge. I did some fun little things down at the bottom because of all the stars on the rest of the page. Now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, washi tape. Here is washi tape. Looks like color
pink,
vibe, doesn't
does.
it? And it goes really well with the pink hearts that is on this sheet.
Yes, it does. It looks really nice. And that is Color Vibe washi tape.
This is Color Vibe washi tape. This is the rest of the piece of paper plus an extra little bonus that I had left over. Then I just lined it up with pictures. I used all 4x6. Then I couldn't pick one, so I just did all 4. And she's got her little looking sharp
Penny, that's
shirt
so
on.
cute.
But here's washi tape too. Now, this is an idea. I did not include a tab because I don't really care if you do this or not. That is just a place for me to write that maybe I don't want it to be public. So
it's more discreet, kind of. Or it's
yes. So
kind
you
of
can
hidden.
washi tape as a decoration here, but then you can also use it functional to make, and then if you want it to be public, you know, you just put a
Put
little
your-
tab
put
to
your
make
tab.
people open it. Another one of those extra photo places. And then there's the boy sheet, that the head and the Mickey boy. The back side of that is the stars. And for Tinker and for these pages, the green just made everything
Well, and
to go along with the
somebody
magic
is wearing
black.
green.
Yeah, somebody
which
is wearing
perfect.
green. I'm going to remind you, cut out your pictures. You can fussy cut your pictures just like you fussy cut anything else. And it fit perfectly.
Because it looks like an embellishment.
It fit perfectly in the space. Again, I use that.
So this is a picture of this. So
Yep.
even when you're taking photos, think about that. Like, oh, if I take a picture of this statue or whatever, I could fussy cut it later.
I used the little water tower or something and then made my ears from there.
Well, I think just a reminder to everybody that Penny is stuck enamel dot Mickeys on every page.
Every
and when
page.
her grandkids go and look at this, that will be the game for them, is to find the Mickey head on every page.
So here's the firework, because we're getting ready. We're eating another meal before we get ready to go to the fireworks. And this was just a nice little thing to put in here. I wanted to tie all of this paper that I
look at
used
that.
so far over here. So I went wide over here, and then look at this. This was a happy accident. I cut the banners, and then I thought, I wonder, and it fell there. And I thought, oh, I could just like pull this up next to the picture. Then you have this negative empty space. But I really
I
like the look
I like
of
your
that.
happy accident. And again, this is Disney, but you could do this with any of your projects. Even a card. I think you could do that on a card, and it would be really neat.
Tim Holtz, the little
There's
chipboard.
these little chipboards.
So I like that. And then I had strips out, so I just kind of made sure they were different lengths. I didn't put pointers on them or anything. I just left them as strips.
I love that.
But it kind of ties
It does.
ties it
It's
all
a nice
together.
background.
Okay, now the next one, I use spritz.
Okay, so let me pop over here. So Penny used the Tim Holtz Spritz, and you use fossilized amber,
Barn door.
barn door,
And
and what's this?
Uncharted
And
Mariner.
Uncharted Mariner. Okay, I can't
Because
wait
now-
to see it.
Because now it's firework time.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if this is too much of a glare. I'll just slide it out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me turn it a little so you can see the shimmer. The pictures also kind of glare when I turn it, but I think you can see the shimmer. So barn door, fossilized amber, and enchanted mariner. And then what's the gold? Is that paper?
It's just paper.
really thin mat of gold
Yep.
paper.
It's like an eighth
Very fun.
inch. And so I wanted, a splotch of pictures here. And then I just did 2 strips of picture here, another little word, because I didn't want to take away from the red, white, and blue colors.
And just so you know, with the spritz, you can buy, if you like this, you can buy just these colors. And we do have, I think, 3 bundles left of where you can get
Set of 12.
all 12 colors, and you save about $5 on that.
Yeah. So anyway, you can also use your multimedia stuff in your scrapbook. See, I'm excited.
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, so this is the last day that I'm sharing with you.
Is that
'cause
Pocahontas?
This was on the
Oh, is it?
professional pictures. This was one that they included in a video where it then ends up on one of us.
Oh, nice.
And so I just printed off Pocahontas because this is basically our day going into Animal Kingdom. So I just ripped paper. Instead of just doing plain strips, I
that
ripped
looks
the
neat.
edges. And I think it really helps
I
make
like
the
it.
pictures
Oh my
pop.
gosh, it's a great background.
And on the black, I think it really, because there's so much black in Animal Kingdom pictures. Now, along with that, there's 2 different greens because of this paper. It's my favorite paper. Now,
This is Say Cheese Wild, right?
yeah, and this is my favorite. of the paper that came out, this is my favorite. Well, Magic too, but Say Cheese Wild. Now, in this pack, you get 6 sheets, and they're double-sided. I'm going to tell you right now, when you get this, buy 2. Buy 2.
That's a good tip.
Because this one will be a favorite. This one, I couldn't even really use as a cut-apart because they're strips. This one, because it incorporates all the colors, and then the flowers. Oh my gosh. It's just
Very
gorgeous.
Cool, Penny.
It's gorgeous.
I hadn't really paid that close of attention to that.
Buy
was Say
2.
Cheese Wild, and there are a lot of other things that go in that collection also.
So happy accident. One of the sides of this yellow strip fell over here, and I thought, oh, I like this. So this is the opposite piece of this. And I just used it as is.
It's the backside, yeah.
The backside. Then I incorporated a ripped piece of the green foliage. And then I thought, well, since the brown is on the bottom, I'll use a piece of brown on the bottom. That's
So it all comes together, doesn't it?
Yep. There's my second birthday pin. And there's only 2 different kinds, so I only got 2 different ones. But I wore them every day. Now, I just want to point out, this is a Mickey because there was an embellish, like a hole or something.
That's going to be a tricky one.
Oh, yeah. You can't make them all obvious.
No, you don't want to.
So I used, oh, that's funny, left there. So one of our laser cuts, Animal Kingdom. So I used that. The ephemera, the tree, I inked it. I'm sipping way outside my box.
You are inking and spraying. Oh my, Penny.
And then I had some burlap, and I had this burlap is a little different than this burlap. And this, I had another sheet on there, and I was cutting it down. Oh, for my flap. Here for this one. And so here
is that where you put
yeah.
it? Okay.
So I cut off some of it because it was too wide. So, they fell here, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to stick that underneath the tree.
It's a great way to ground the tree. I love it.
Then these are the adhesive brads that I made into Mickey heads, all 3 of them, because those are the colors of the page. So then I had 2 flips.
So those are these brads, Penny?
Yes.
From the Say Cheese Wild.
Yep.
There's the little brads that she used.
And then since I used more than one, I used 2. I used a little extra of the burlap in the middle just to tie it together. And then I used the different sheet because this is even smaller, and then I tied it down there as well.
I like the burlap on there. That's really nice.
Then this is another one of those professional things that was included in my roll. And that's
the Tree of Life?
The Tree of Life. And our professional pictures that we had done. And then this is from this.
You mean the package?
Yes, I used the title package and cut this section all the way across.
So look at your packages, because that's what this is right up here. Those are not separate banners.
And so I cut the arrow up or down, whichever, and then the negative was down here. I cut it the opposite way.
Very nice. Good idea. Way to use everything, Penny.
Then I used another ephemera. I used the burlap again. I used some more of the brads. And it was a good way to use paper, but not the paper that I was saving.
Yes, you didn't have to use your good paper, right?
No.
Oh,
There's
I like
the story
this, how
of
this
the
is
Tree
all...
of Life. And I didn't even realize until I was reading the story last week, and I was like, oh my gosh, we missed so much. Okay, I got to go back. So there's actually a ride and another exhibit inside the Tree of Life. So take your time to do Animal Kingdom. It is way underrated. It is fabulous.
I liked Animal
It is
Kingdom.
fabulous. This page, I used ephemera. Here's the Mickey head over here in the flower. And then these little pieces, another brad with just some color vibe to go along with the flowers. Now, this little part down here, I cheated. I cut an extra piece of black of the size I wanted, and then I started putting my paper on this piece, and then I was able to glue it, secure it down.
Okay. It doesn't
So-
look like a separate piece.
No, it doesn't, because it's all black background. So I cut a 5-inch, I think it was a 5-inch square, and then cut it diagonally because I wanted to do something different, so I did diagonal stripes.
You have a lot of different techniques that you've shown us today, Penny. I don't even think we could add them up. We should have started making tally marks.
So here's that stripes that I really loved, and so I wanted it in here because we did go to the Lion King exhibition, and it was so good. And so I thought, well, I'm going to tie all the colors. So I tied the colors in over here.
I like how you
with
did
just
squares.
a punch of squares, and then I thought, I really want the darker color because I wanted to use it over here. So then I did 2 more smaller squares, and I just did the negative spots over there. And then over here, I wanted to tie in the yellow, so I started with the yellow. I did the red. I put all the rest of it in white to make the colors pop. I used just a little bit, and then I made some fun little smaller squares over here and just added some ephemera pieces.
Aren't you happy that you have this done?
I am so excited. I am just so excited. And to know that I have the rest of the week still that I get to do this weekend. So our day is getting warmer. Miss Reagan got a new outfit. She got a new dress. And so I just used strips, and I thought, sometimes you do them random, but I did them purposely. I used the flowers and then the colors that went with that. Another word, one of those Mickey stickers that you get free sometimes when you go to the doctor or something.
Yeah.
And then this was a sheet from the line, and I had cut part of it off. And so I used another sheet that had that, the strips of, the stripes. And so I used the stripes, and I used the word adventure. I used some flowers to tie it all together because I really wanted to use that because that's what we were doing.
And that's in the Say Cheese Wild collection, right? That
Yep,
paper?
Yep, because we took this road and followed along and got to see the animals and up close, and it was really fun. Well, some of us didn't see it.
Yeah. But she's got her princess dress on.
And then I wrapped this section up with an end with the stripe and the red, the yellow, and a picture to represent another strip. Put my little Mickey down there. I used the fun word animals, and instead of going across, I went down. I used the fun banner along with the animals underneath it because that is the end of our animal
that's from
kingdom.
The chipboard here.
Yep, the animals.
Or the foam
foam.
stickers. But instead of doing the animals like this, Penny did them vertical, which is very clever. And there are the banners
And
the
so,
little animals.
Yep.
Wonderful. Penny.
And I'm sure I missed a few things.
That's like a million layouts that you showed us today. Oh my gosh. But Penny, thank you so much. It was
Oh, you're very welcome.
There were so many little techniques, whether you're doing Disney or you're doing something else that you could have got out of this today.
Oh, yes. Yes,
So
yes.
we really appreciate you bringing in your all your stuff. Oh my gosh.